Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the flyweight bout between JP Buys versus Bruno Silva. So his name I think like Bays, pronounced Bays, South African, but I'm gonna call him Buys, and I'm not buying whatever he's selling because looking at his record, he looks like a pretty solid guy. Looking at how people's hyping up, he looks like a pretty solid guy as far as resume and with his skill set brings. Looking at Oz right now, he's looking like a solid guy forever. That's the picture people are painting. But then looking deeper, seeing that loss to Jobber Sanchez, Joby Sanchez, and then looking at his loss, he lost to a Russian. Well, he got a win over a Russian. It's supposed to be a loss. But really looking at those two fights, I think he also has another loss. But mainly looking at those two fights particularly, I'm just gonna say that Russian guy was a loss because he was getting dominated in wrestling, and then he found a way out due to I think illegal striking. And he acted it out and was able to get a no contest or a DQ victory and just. And I think some weird stuff going on because on Tapology it just said win via third round. We don't say the method. Usually they would say via DQ, so it's not like he was out there got a finish. He just got a DQ. But like maybe Team Alpha Mill or whoever his promo team went behind and paid somebody or did some favors for some people and said let's just make it look like he beat this guy and it was a DQ or anything, because that's just very odd. I guess they just didn't want to hide the fact that he got dominated so bad in that fight and found a way out and found a little loophole to get a victory. But he got dominated. When he fought against a better wrestler, he got dominated and quit. He fought Joby Sanchez, and he was out there trying to suplex Joby Sanchez on his head like multiple times. And then when Joby Sanchez was able to turn around in his guard and turn it on him, he quickly faded and quit. And we got such a young guy who only 24 and got zero heart, a quitter, a baby, a punk, a chump, and he's already showing this mentality in him. Like, he looked all good when he's the front runner, but as soon as it's not going his way, he quits. That's never a good thing, especially this young, and especially when you haven't really fought the highest caliber of this competition. Now he's going against Bruno Silva, and he's a favorite. He doesn't deserve that to be the favorite, but again, favoritism, youth, young prospect, pat him on the butt and make him feel good about himself. But he don't deserve nothing. He don't deserve to be. Let me stop. I'm just going on it, but he did get a win. But even in his wins, everybody he has beat has been tailor-made for him. The guy he beat before him was a guy who's I think 4-5 now, or 5-4, or 4-3 now. Guy's a complete merchant and who had poor takedown defense, zero muscular structure, and you could easily take him down and wrestle him. Easy for a guy like that's just a wrestler grappler. Super easy, tailor-made. Guy fought in Contender Series, a guy that's has submission losses on the record to lower tier competition. Guys thrown around by lower tier competition. They had an issue with deficiency in his grappling, and so throw him against that. And when he's a front runner, he's a beast. Because he's going against, especially when he's fighting guys he's tailor-made to beat. And I think he can have success with his wrestling against a lot of people in the UFC. Well, a good bit of people in the UFC's flyweight division. But when they start to react to be able to defend it, stuff it, and or reverse it, or give you that get back, or fight you back, how he's gonna react? And we saw him fight Joby Sanchez. He was slamming Joby Sanchez around. Who was Joby Sanchez? I don't think he ever got a win side of UFC. Had like 4 stints in the UFC, all unsuccessful. But he's a well-rounded guy and a guy that wasn't going to lay down for him. And when he didn't lay down for him, what happened? JP Buys quit, turtled up, cried like a little baby, got TKO'd, and went about his day. Fought the Russian guy, was getting pounded out. He found a way out, cried like a little baby, got a win. And I only like fighters like that get these little pat-ups on the butts and get these little easy path to whatever, stardom or whatnot. But either way, maybe personal, but obviously though, Bruno Silva has been in there with a guy like Tagir Ulanbekov, solid sambo, long, sharp striker, trained under Khabib's father. So, real solid wrestling grappling. And he was there to take him down 4 times. I think that Ulanbekov took him down 5 times. I think it was 2 rounds to 1. High competitive fight against a real solid dude who's going to be a problem in the division. Fought David Dvorak, slick on the ground, but really a striker, good takedown defense, good hips. And like I said, and good mind for fighting, good fight IQ, phenomenal fighter. David Dvorak going to be a problem in the UFC. And he has been a problem in the UFC. And competitive fight, but David Dvorak was able to stuff the takedowns for the most part. He got 2 takedowns on him. He was able to, but keeping on the feet and where he was better at, and finding his groove and was able to start to dominate that fight. But again, against high level competition, and it was competitive. It wasn't no easy fight. And then you could say the Khalid Taha, but Taha tests positive, but still semi-competitive fight. But a guy on steroids, basically, a guy on pictograms. But outside of that, every single fight time he fought, like literally the guys that's gonna be problems in this division for the next couple of years or next 5-6 years, and he was in it with them. Whereas this guy JP Buys, who has he fought? Who has he beat? No one. He's beaten no one. The best guy he beat he got a disqualification victory on. That guy was still young into his career with like his second fight into his career. That guy was dominating you like you were the guy that just started out. But either I just think JP Buys a quitter. I think Bruno Silva wrestling has been improving, ever improving. Striking had already been solid. Jiu-Jitsu had already been solid, but he knows the MMA games come together better. I think he can. I think JP Buys can have some success with his grappling, but Bruno Silva, I feel like he can grapple just with him, and he could go longer and go harder, and he could be in these competitive fights. Whereas JP Buys has not shown that. I think pretty much JP Buys is gonna come out a little bit hot, and also JP Buys' striking defense look kind of mediocre at times. He got that starter pack striking, so really what he want to do is get it to the ground. I feel like he can have some success getting to the ground, but I feel like whatever success he's going to have is going to be short and early. Then Bruno Silva's going to start to stuff it, get his own success, start to land shots on the feet, and then you're going to start to see JP Buys quickly wilt. And then by the second round, he's going to be getting bust up, be looking for death route takedowns, getting pushed on the ground, and getting punched in the face, kicked in the body, spinning head kick, and then start running. You know, a little running safety turtle defense mechanism. I just think Bruno Silva pursues him, cuts him off, lands some body shots, come up top, drop him, and then finish him off with a submission in that second round. So in this fight, I have Bruno Silva via second round submission.